everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. And this man comes into the game off the toughest of losses when he played out of this world but still can lead his team to the win. If he has as many yards this week as he had in the last, I can't imagine they'll lose again. It's the Redskins going up against the Lions.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Washington first down. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down, Washington. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Pierre Garcon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And partner, out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Second down following the incompletion. Back to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
I love how he just charged off the line of scrimmage as fast as he could, gave a head fake or two, and headed toward the post in the middle of the field. How about the delivery of the football? A big play as a result.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson. So out now come the Redskins. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Sims. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jericho Conchery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And here come the Redskins now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They come up in an offset eye. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
So times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Charles Sims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. A look look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw now on the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. A dump off to Sims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run here with Sims. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
This will be caught at the 2. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. And the drive begins here with Sims. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Garcon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? Let's go!
run with Sims. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. At Washington as they come onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, you're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week.